This video is for all the people out there who don't know how to hook things up like me. Let me show you what I was doing before. So the controllers are pretty nice and they have these little spots on them. So I was just kind of tilting it until it kind of fit on there. So I set it up and I put it under my desk and I kept nudging it just a little and it kept falling off. This is not good. Like, this isn't built well. What are they thinking? And then I tried doing them both at the same time. And they're magnetic. They actually go like this. They literally both light up whenever you do it. How did I mess this up? What is the Meta Quest Pro controllers and why would you want to get them? These are the Pro controllers right here. And this is the charging stand and cable for the headset, which altogether looks something like that. But why would you pick the Pro controller over the existing Quest 2 controller? Well, they look very similar, except they got rid of that annoying ring on the Pro controller, so that's cool. Oh, did you want more reasons? Oh yeah, they painted black. That's pretty cool. All right, make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, no, but for real, the original Quest controller uses these lights in here. Oh, can you see? No, that's a reflection of my light. Okay, you cannot see them. Anyway, this ring is used for tracking with the headset. The headset has cameras, which it uses for its own purpose, like to be able to know what's around it, but it also uses it to see the controllers. But the Pro controller has its own cameras and its own processor inside of the controllers so that they can talk to each other and know where they're at. This right here is a rechargeable battery that I put in here because you can swap batteries out. This one has a rechargeable battery, but you cannot. That's why you have the little prongs right there to charge. Now, these do actually feel different while using them, and they've changed things like the haptics, but that's something I'll go more into once I actually show off some games with this. First, let me show you how to actually set them up. So you're going to want to go ahead and start all this in your headset. We need to make sure that your Quest is up to date, so go to your software update tab, check for those updates, and make sure you do them. You're also going to want to go to your About tab. You might need to have your pairing code on hand, depending on how your phone app wants to act. Speaking of which, let's go to the app. So here is the app. I'm in it right now. In the bottom right, you're going to go to menu, and that'll pop up that screen. And then go to devices. We're going to want to search for our Quest 2. There's a little tab right there that you can hit. It should just auto search like this. If it doesn't pop up, it will eventually ask you for your pairing code, which you will be able to enter in. Now, I did have a ton of trouble with this. I actually had to completely factory reset my Quest 2 to get it to pop up on here. You might have to do that. Make sure to back up all your stuff if you're going to, though. Now let's assume you did actually pair it. Let's go ahead and hit close, and now hit finish setup in the bottom. It probably won't have you do anything though. And then the screen will change. I had to hit it a few times for some reason, and we can go to controllers. So it's right there. You can see my controllers are synced. We'll go to hit pair a new one and start with your left or right. It doesn't really matter which one. I think I went ahead and went with my left. It'll say, hey, are you sure you want to do this? Yes. And then you hold down the buttons. I've noticed on here, you hold them down until it vibrates, and then it still takes a little while to go through. I don't know why, because the Quest 2 stuff actually syncs faster. No idea if that's because it's early software, but it's just kind of weird that it's like that. So you need to seek your left. Congratulations, pairing complete. But actually, I had trouble with that. I went ahead and sunk the right one, and it asks you to unpair. I don't think it'll let you use one left of one and one right of the other, but I just paired them both to be safe, and it ended up working totally fine for me. Let's go ahead and show it off in the metaverse. Oh my god, the haptics feel so much better. I don't know if they're objectively better or if I just like them because they're different, but these feel good to hold. I mean, the shape is pretty much the same, other than the ring, but there is something nice about maybe how the weight's distributed with this. I like it. I like it a lot. I wonder if that has to do with why they why they went with putting batteries inside instead of having you be able to adjust batteries. Maybe the weight distribution is better. Wow. It's like, it almost feels like, and I'm saying this from memory of playing with the other controllers 5 minutes ago, not a literal side by side. It's almost as though the haptic is more precise. It's like maybe a tiny bit stronger and quicker. It feels very deliberate. Whereas, in my mind, I remember the other one being more just bzzz, like rough controller buzz. But this isn't very scientific, to be honest. So take that as what you will. So I played a few songs in Beat Saber, and I went ahead and I just cut them up together, the same segment from here, so you can see kind of not a side-by-side comparison, but you can see one and the other. Honestly, the Oculus camera is kind of bad by default on Beat Saber. I mean, I guess that's Beat Saber's fault. There's a mod that fixes it, but I did not think to download that. So, can you tell what the difference is between these? Can you see which controller is which? Here it is going through again. And if you haven't thought of it yet, well, too bad. Go back, because I'm going to tell you what it is. The first one is the Quest. The second one's the Pro. The third one's the Pro again. And this one is the Quest. So if you couldn't tell the difference, guess what? I couldn't either. I do have opinions on how the movement feels. I do feel like the Pro is definitely not worse. It might be slightly better. I feel like sometimes the Quest feels maybe almost like it's estimating where your movement is. It doesn't really know super well, whereas I feel like the Pro knows a little bit more, but it's not a huge deal on here, at least at my skill level in Beat Saber. All right, this is Super Hot VR, a game where I will have to look around me and maybe shoot at weird angles and things like that. So I think this, if anything's gonna break the Quest in a easy and replicable manner, it would be this. Like, already holding the gun is kind of shaky. Like, I wonder how well I could shoot it backwards, or like, oh, let me try behind my head. Will it? Well, I mean, then you won't be able to see how it tracks, I guess, to be fair. Maybe this shouldn't mess up. I don't know how it would. No. Bro, that almost hit me. You're getting a little close. You need to not do that. Come on, man. I'm gonna catch that. Just kidding. All right, y'all try it like sideways. How well is this gonna track? Maybe upside down? No, upside down? Oh, there we go. That is not what I'm trying to do. Okay, that broke. So holding it upside down and then tilting it obscures the ring, and it makes it go super weird. Now, would you need to do that while you played like a normal person? Probably not. You know, I thought I would learn a lot more playing with these controllers. I think all I learned is that I just need to play more Super Hot. I'm gonna swap over to the Pro, but I mean, this is fine. Hey, look, no weird wiggly. The only wobbling is from me because this hand position is awkward. It does absolutely track better. That is not a question you should have while looking at this. It should be, how much better do I need the tracking to be? Do I have to worry about my tracking normally? I don't know. Do you? And if so, do you want to improve your tracking? What I was kind of thinking of, from my point of view, what would be nice, is to know that I'm not being bottlenecked by it, because I use PC VR. That's what this is right now. I'm not playing in native. And sometimes using AirLink or even the wired one, sometimes it just messes up. And so if I'm playing a game and something doesn't feel right, now I know, hey, it's probably not the controllers. Also, the controllers just like actually do feel a lot better. Ah, man. How am I gonna get this guy? Well, it certainly doesn't help me throw any better. Oh, I like them. It's just, is it worth the extra money? That's the biggest question I think you should ask yourself, is not, are these good? Will these help me? Yes, they are good. Yes, they will help you. They are better than the other ones. Like, I think it's fair to say that they are objectively better.
But do you need better? I can't answer that for you. Do you want better? Is it fun to have better? Yeah, probably. I'd say it's fun having these. I don't plan on returning them. Is it making me better at Super Hot? Absolutely not. I've already beaten this game before, and I'm still doing this. Silliness. Yeah, he had to give me his gun. Okay, yeah, that's it. If you have any specific scenarios that you know tracking messes up on, you want me to take a look at, please let me know. I know I've played this game and had tracking act weird, but honestly, I think they've just kind of improved the quest too so much that it isn't. I haven't had it pop up yet. It will happen. I know I will get a tracking issue at some point. Right? That's just, there's flaws in their system that will pop up. But how often will that happen? Is it often enough to even worry about? I don't know. Those are questions for you to answer and for me to ask. And the subscribe button is there for you to hit. Please hit that. Leave me a comment what you want to see. And I'm going to get hit by a helicopter.